In this video, you're going to learn how to engage with a woman in a way that naturally leads to attraction, how to build a deep connection, and how to develop a sexual relationship. We'll walk you through everything from A to Z, so be sure to watch all the way through and not skip any steps, as each one is important for success. Let's get started. There are 3 key stages when it comes to seducing a woman. Pickup, attraction, this is the initial phase where you spark her interest. Mid-game, building comfort and trust, this stage is where you create emotional closeness, making her feel safe and comfortable with you. Endgame, seduction, this is where intimacy comes into play, and if done correctly, it's a natural next step. Many people understand the basics of the first and third stages, attraction and seduction. However, the second stage, which involves building comfort and trust, is often misunderstood or rushed, leading to failure. Let's break these down in more detail and explain what you should do at each step. Stage 1, Pickup, attraction. At the very beginning, the goal is to attract her. This isn't just about looking good or saying the right things, it's about creating a spark, a moment where she feels drawn to you. Attraction is more psychological than physical. Women are usually attracted to confidence, humor, and an authentic personality. So, when you approach her, don't be overly aggressive or try too hard. Be yourself, stay relaxed, and focus on making her feel intrigued. Some good ways to attract her include engaging in light conversation, being playful, and showing that you're genuinely interested in what she has to say. Don't overcompliment her or make her the center of your attention from the start, as this can come off as needy. Attraction is often built through subtlety, keeping her interested without overwhelming her. Stage 2, Mid-game, building comfort and trust. This is where many men struggle. Once you've caught her interest, you need to focus on making her feel comfortable around you. Without this phase, you're likely to get stuck in the friend zone or seen as a guy who's just trying to hook up. Comfort and trust are essential for deeper connections and for seduction to happen later. In this stage, you need to build an emotional connection by showing that you're someone she can trust and be comfortable with. Listen to her, engage with her stories, and find common ground. You're not just a random guy anymore, you're someone she can relate to, laugh with, and feel safe around. If she feels at ease with you, she'll be more open to getting closer. For example, in a setting where you're alone together, she should feel entirely at peace and not at all pressured or uncomfortable. Women who feel safe around a man are far more likely to open up emotionally and, later, physically. At this stage, it's important not to rush. Take your time building rapport and showing her that you're trustworthy. Stage 3, Endgame, seduction. This is the final stage, and it's where things become more physical. However, seduction should never be forced. It should feel like a natural progression after you've successfully completed the first 2 stages. Many men fail here because they jump into seduction too quickly, without first building enough attraction and comfort. By the time you reach this stage, there should be clear signs from her that she's ready to take things to the next level. She might initiate physical contact, hold your hand, or lean into you when you talk. If you notice these signals, you're likely on the right track. This is when you can begin to initiate gentle forms of physical intimacy, like touching her hand, her arm, or even offering a light kiss on the forehead or cheek. The key is to let things happen naturally without pushing her. Now that we've covered the basics of the 3 stages, let's talk about the 4 major mistakes that most men make, and what you can do to avoid them. Mistake number 1, jumping straight to the 3rd stage, seduction. This is by far the most common mistake. Some men try to seduce women too soon, talking about sex or flirting heavily right from the start. While it may seem like confidence, it actually works against you. Even if you're confident and physically attractive, if she doesn't feel comfortable or trust you yet, she's unlikely to be interested in getting physical. Seduction should only come after attraction and trust have been fully developed. Starting too fast can make her feel uncomfortable, pressured, or even repelled by you. Remember, seduction isn't a race, it's about creating a space where she feels completely at ease, and sex becomes a natural outcome of that connection. Mistake number 2, starting from stage 2, comfort, without attraction. Another common error is trying to jump into the comfort building stage too early. This is when men immediately start acting overly kind, helpful, or attentive, without first sparking attraction. While being kind and helpful is good, if you haven't made her feel any attraction yet, you'll likely end up as the nice guy who gets stuck in the friend zone. Every man tries to be kind and attentive to women they find attractive, so it doesn't make you stand out unless there's a deeper connection. Even if she shows initial interest, don't try to immediately seduce her. Timing is critical in seduction. You need to give her space to feel attracted first, then build comfort and trust. Trying to comfort her before there's attraction is like putting the cart before the horse. Let her feel drawn to you first before you try to build that deeper connection. Mistake number 3, ignoring the signals of attraction. Sometimes, men fail to pick up on the signs that a woman is attracted to them. These signals can include things like her asking for your name, engaging in physical contact, laughing at your jokes, even the silly ones, and responding positively when you touch her, like holding her hand in return. If you see these signs, it's a good indication that she's interested and comfortable enough for you to move to the next stage. But remember, if you don't see these signs, don't push things. Let her warm up to you at her own pace. Trying to rush the attraction or move things along too quickly will only create resistance. Mistake number 4, skipping the comfort stage. This is another trap that many men fall into. Even after you've successfully attracted her, if you skip the comfort building stage, she won't feel secure enough to move forward with seduction. She might still be attracted to you, but if she doesn't feel a deeper connection, the relationship is unlikely to progress. Building comfort takes time, and it's where you create the emotional foundation for a physical connection. You can do this by being attentive, showing genuine interest in her thoughts and feelings, and being a good listener. Once she feels that emotional connection, she'll feel safe enough to move forward. To summarize, seduction is a process that requires careful attention to attraction, comfort, and timing. Avoid jumping stages, be aware of her signals, and let things progress naturally. By doing this, you'll not only avoid common mistakes but also create a deeper, more meaningful connection. This extended version dives deeper into each stage of seduction and explains the common mistakes in more detail, offering actionable advice for each.